What is our video today? No, it's not how to install a light fixture, but I just happened to install this light fixture just a few minutes ago, and I'm going to have that on my YouTube channel. Okay, it should be close by if you want to see how to install a light fixture. Very simple to do. You can save your money. But what is this video today? I was gonna really do this yesterday, and then I ran out of time. It has something to do with a door bumper, a door stop. Now this one's a really super long one. I might not use that one. I might use a little bit shorter one. I'm pretty sure I have some. I've been doing some installation on installing some doors, and I got 10 of these. And see, here's a 5-pack, so that tells me I've already installed 5. And I got the 5-pack because it was cheaper to buy a 5-pack than it was to buy 5 single ones. You know, I saved about $2.50 for buying a 5-pack instead of singular. If I would have bought 5 singular ones, it would have cost me $2.50 more than buying a 5-pack. Just doesn't make sense. Why buy the single ones? So look and see if you can buy anything like that in bulk. Sometimes you can buy those in twos. I'd never seen a 5-pack until last time I was at the store. I just kind of looked around. Sometimes you got to look, okay? So I might use a little shorter one than this long one, or I'll use that long one. So if you want to know how to install one of those, stick around, because that's what this video is about. And what's all the hubbub about? Most of the time I use the standard ones, but see, this is why. This is why I may not be able to use the standard one, and I'm going to have to figure this out, because see, look at that. It is actually hitting. I'll have to make a determination. Do I want to leave that, or do I want to install a door bumper? Stick around and help me make this decision, will you? Okay, so here's that silly door right there. And yes, in fact, it is hitting, and see, but it's not going to hit any further than that. If I wanted to leave that every single time, that could be my door stop if I wanted. I could do that, right? And I could tell guests when they come in, hey, just be careful with this. It's going to hit that other doorknob, but we decided not to put a door stop on there, and it's just going to hit that. Well, eventually that's going to get all marked up. Do you want that? If you do, you don't have to put a door bumper, a door stop on there at all. But let's just I'm gonna kind of see what I can do here. I'm just gonna hold one of these up there back behind the door and take a quick look at it, because see, it's going back at an angle. This length might not be long enough, so I'm gonna have to kind of squeeze back here and try it. And I'm looking at it. Oh, that's plenty. That's plenty. See, I could do it right there. And I could hold that and mark that, and decide. See, now see, I haven't marked it yet, but we'll make another. You can make another decision with me, okay? All about decisions. The good thing is you get to decide on all these types of things. Okay, this door bumper is going to be about right in there, and I'll have to mark it and stuff before I drill a hole. I mean, that looks kind of funky. Usually you've got a door stop over here. This one's just going to happen to be over there. Okay, and it's on the back side of the door. You never really notice your doorknobs when the door's closed, and lots of times when you're in the bedroom, the door's open, right? The only time you basically close the door is if you want to have privacy and want to lock the door or something like that. Okay, most of the time you don't even see the door bumper, do you? Okay, well, we could put the door bumper there, or this kind. You unscrew the back and you screw this other thing on first. That's what I like about these. See, this is the little part that gets screwed onto the door. And then this has the little deal there. It fits in there. And then you just kind of wiggle it a little bit and tighten it up. Kaboom. That's how you do that. But did you know that some people install these on the baseboard? Yeah. I could just leave it over here, right? I could leave it over here forevermore and not even have it on the door. So I could do that if I wanted. Just screw it on. Every time you come in this bedroom, that door bumper is, the door stop is going to be right there. Is that okay with you? Can you live with that? It just depends. On some doors, you might not want it. You might not want it over there, okay? You might want it on the back of the door. This could be in a hallway or where you're backing up and you keep hitting it with your feet or something. But see, anytime you open up this door, you're going to come into the room. Anytime you go into this closet, you're going to walk up. You're not going to walk up over here and oops to go in, right? So that's going to be over there. If this door's open and you want to go in the closet, you're going to open this, go in the closet, get your stuff, come back out. It's kind of a it's kind of hidden over there off to the side. Or I can put it on the back of the door. I kind of think I'm going to put it on the back of the door only because most of the time that's where they're at. And like I said, most of the time this door is going to be open, is my guess. And you're not going to see the door bumper anyways, are you? Either way. And then, like I say, when you close the door, you're gonna be going to bed, be watching TV, be on the computer in the other room. You're not gonna walk across here tripping over the door bumper, are you? So you could really feasibly install this in either location. Now, remember I said I had a longer door bumper? Look how much longer this one is. Look at that. It's actually pretty long. See? But I don't need the long one, do I? If I were to put this over like that, I've already made the determination. I've got plenty room between these doors if I put the small one. See, if I'll hold the small one up there again. Okay, I got the small one. It's hitting up against the baseboard. I've got plenty of clearance there, right? Well, that's why I'm going to use the standard one. I don't need to use the long one. I'm saving this long one. One day I'll need this long one. Okay, and I don't know what happened to the mounting bracket. I don't know. It might be in another room. If I can't find it, guess what? It just fits on this mounting bracket here. See, because it's the same style and all that kind of stuff, and it just gets pushed on there. I've got to spread that apart. I got to spread that little thing apart a little bit, you know, to get it going. But I mean, trust me, it'll go on there, and it'll look just like the other one if I need to use it. So there you go. And you know, I would probably put it on the door. I may just do that and be done with it. But if Momi's around, see, I don't have to put this on right this minute. I'll have this out and I'll ask Momi, hey, what would you prefer? I think she's not going to care. I don't think she's going to care at all. If you think somebody else is going to care that you happen to live with, make sure you get their idea first. Okay? Go over your suggestions and then make a corporate decision. Last thing you want to do is go and do something and install something and find out the other person doesn't want it. Okay? All right. So, you know what? I guess I'm not going to install this just yet. But if you did get ready to install it, what I would suggest is don't just try to ram it in there and screw it into the wall or screw it into a door with a power operated, battery operated screw gun. drill. You could use a scratch awl, poke yourself a hole. But usually what I do on doors is I'll get a drill, and I'll just put a little drill bit on there. Okay, and I'll pre-drill it, making sure that the drill bit is smaller, of course, than your screw, and then go for it. And before I just make a decision willy-nilly on the height of the door bumper, I would go to an existing door. I might go to a couple different existing doors and go on the back side, measure up from the bottom of the door, and see how high up the existing door bumpers are on most of the other doors in the house before I just start willy-nilly screwing this to the door. Okay, I like to make everything kind of the same, if you know what I mean. Okay, there's just a couple suggestions for you, and when you get ready to tighten this up, I just use a Phillips screwdriver to tighten it up, and I just make it snug. I don't use my battery operated drill and ram a screw in there. I just do it by hand. It doesn't take you very long, and you can do it too. And you know, they make these. This is the silver one, and then they also have bright brass. They also have oil rub bronze. They also have white ones. Do you know? So look at your existing conditions and see which one you would use. We're using this silver one because it looks like a nickel finish, doesn't it? And when you look at your doors, what I usually do is I'll look at the door handles. Okay, this is a nickel finish, and if you got nickel finish here, generally your hinges are nickel finish. Well, I just installed this door, by the way, and this used to have bright brass hinges, bright brass door handles, bright brass strike plates. I think the strike plates were bright brass. I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure they were. But Mommy, she didn't want that. She wanted a different look. This is a nice look. If you've got gray walls, we painted the walls gray. This happens to be called Double Click from the Home Depot, and we used eggshell. It's got a small sheen on it, and we painted the ceilings white. Doesn't that look nice? And it just makes the room look clean. And then repainted all the doors a bright white, repainted the baseboards a bright white, repainted the door frames and the door casings bright white. All of the cover plates are white. The light switches and the electrical outlets are the white, not the off-white. And so we take a look around, and everything is nice and cheery, nice and clean, nice and bright. And so that's why we opted for this. Just happens to have a nice bright white tip, and it's got pretty much the same color. Okay, and like I said, if these were brass, then I would have used brass. If this was oil rub bronze, and if the hinges were black, or if the hinges were oil rub bronze, I'd try to find the oil rubbed bronze door stop. Okay, all right, so pick and choose what you want. There's all kinds of things you can do around the house on your own and save money. I got all kinds of thoughts and ideas for you on my YouTube channel. Go to my main channel page, click on playlists, and look at all the different topics I have on my channel. Click on one of those and have at it. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.